NK Telco Sports welcomes you to Ohio Northern University, where the Capital Crusaders take on the ONU Polar Bears. Tonight's game is brought to you by Minster Bank, NK Telco, Minster Dental, NK Telco Sports, Arrowhead Golf Course, Radio Hospital, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwederman Pharmacy, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Keyhole Pizza, Kewpie Hamburgers, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Sydney Body Car Star, First National Bank. This is an NK Telco Sports production.
Good evening and welcome to Women's Lacrosse College Style from the Ohio Northern University campus, with Ohio Northern and Capital facing off here at Ohio Northern. I'm Dave Helmstead, and alongside me, Tom Mealy, for tonight's game between Ohio Northern and Capital. Ohio Northern is in their inaugural season of women's lacrosse, and as one would expect, Tom, a very young squad.
They are showing some growing pains with it being a young squad. Not a whole lot of experience on the team, but still able to pull out a 500 season so far, and looking for their first win in the OAC today.
And on the other hand, Capital, an experienced program. The Crusaders stand 6-3 overall, and Ohio Northern will have their hands full with Capital tonight.
They will, and you hit right on it where Capital, they have the experience on their squad, 6-3, second in the OAC, and a very high-scoring team.
We'll be back with women's lacrosse from Ohio Northern University right after this. Here at Ohio Northern University, Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me, Tom Mealy, and we're just about set for women's lacrosse action, Ohio Northern and Capital, and the draw coming up. And that's one difference, Tom, in the men's game versus the women's game, the way we start things.
It is men's start where a ball's placed in the ground and two players are down on their knees and fight for the ball. Where in the women's, ball's placed in between the two sticks up in the air, and it's more of a jump ball like in basketball.
So here we go. It's Capital and Ohio Northern here on NK Telco, and Ohio Northern's first season of lacrosse. And we're underway. Ohio Northern and Capital. Capital will maintain the ball. They'll move it downfield as Kara Hines will take the ball. They'll set their offense up. McLeod with it as Capital works it to the center. Back over to the right wing as they try to move inside and get the clear shot at the goal. Setting their offense up again. Manoson, there's a shot inside, number 6. I believe that was Kara Hines with the shot inside the 8-meter zone, and Capital is on the board first, Tom.
Quick shot there, just able to penetrate that defense and get that shot off right there in front of the goal.
29-29 to go here in the first half. Take a look at that one again here on our replay. Hines shot. There you see it. Replay brought to you by Sydney Body Car Star here on NK Telco. And we'll go back out to center field for the second draw here in the opening minute or so of play.
Hines just able to hit that top left corner and just squeak it in there.
Nice shot by Hines, and Capital, as we talked about it in pregame, a much more experienced squad than Ohio Northern. And we've got a whistle. And it's going to be Capital ball, and they'll start off on their possession. Victoria Hussein will come down the center of the field. Got a clear shot off target, deflected, and it will go to the back and out of bounds. And
Capital retain possession.
Capital with the ball, and Ohio Northern will be on the defense. Hines, number 6. Number 20, Kim Huroff, and Capital will set up in their offense. Inside the 12-meter zone. Pass inside, that'll be picked away by Ohio Northern, by one of their defenders, and ground ball picked up by...
Nope, still loose.
Thought it was going to be Capital. Now Ohio Northern has it. They're on the move.
Loose ball again. Looks like it is Capital was able to scoop the ball and gets a ground ball.
Capital will have the ground ball. Now they're back on offense. Across the center field as they try to move inside. And Ohio Northern on the defense.
They're going to work that ball back around and see if they can shoot that same shot they had earlier.
Going to stop in the action. And the whistle goes, and Capital will attack. Shot no good. Picked up by McLeod. McLeod will set it back out to Hussein, and Capital will work their offense as they move inside.
Just working it right around that 12-meter arc. Back around the backside now.
Defense becomes very important for Ohio Northern as Capital tries to close the gap and be able to score here as they have it out front. That's number 6, Hines, who had the first goal earlier here in the first minute of play against Ohio Northern. McLeod. They'll set it up from behind the goal. Putting a lot of pressure on the Ohio Northern goalkeeper.
They were looking for that quick shot right in there in the middle. Just missed on the pass.
Nice pass inside, but Ohio Northern collapses, and Capital will kick it back out, set it back up, and with the ball is Corey Titus, number 10. Titus will handle it. Out front to number 8, Taylor Thomas. And Capital, the Crusaders. There's good defensive play by Ohio Northern, but a whistle blows. Stop in the action.
Capital retain possession on this.
Capital on the offense. Hussein loses the ball, taken away by the Polar Bears. They'll try to bring it upfield. They'll set it up. Goalkeeper back in goal for Ohio Northern up court quickly. Ohio Northern, upfield rather, as Ohio Northern moves ahead with their first threat of the first half here on offense. They'll set the offense up.
Store looking inside, but nothing there for her.
Ball's on the ground, but picked up by Ohio Northern. That's Miller, number 1 for Ohio Northern. Number 16 is Maddie Storr, and that's Ohio Northern's main offensive threat, Tom.
She is. She's leads the team in goals with 32 shots or 32 goals for the season.
Wilson gets it out. Nice stop by Maddie Wilson, one of the top goalkeepers in OAC play, and Capital back on the offense. Upfield they come. Alexandra Miller leads the Crusaders upfield. Nice pass inside. There's a shot on goal. No good. Capital did a nice job of bringing it upfield.
Just not able to convert on that fast break.
Capital, purple and white. They'll set the offense up just outside the 12-meter line as they work their offense. Thomas inside to Manos. And there's going to be a stop in the action. Looks like a penalty. So far here in the early going, Capital has 4 shots on goal, and
Might have been a shooting space violation.
Capital has maintained both of the draw controls on the offense. There's the stop.
Save.
And the save by Val Alstein. That'll be your second of the night.
Val Alstein looking to clear the ball out. Just looking for any type of help here as she feels the pressure from Capital.
Loses the ball, which means trouble for Ohio Northern. Ohio Northern dropping back on defense. Goalie gets back into place, and
they have a stop and play.
Once again, a stop and play. The previous penalty was an extra, the yellow card, which is a minor infraction. That was an extra man opportunity. Was the call, and free position shot, and there it is.
They catch Van Alstein out of goal, just out of position, and able to convert that into a quick shot goal.
Yeah, take a look at this one again here on the Sydney Body Car Star. There's the replay. There's the shot. Is the goal, I believe, there by number 8, Taylor Thomas. We'll confirm that shortly. And Capital here in the first half of play enjoys a 2-0 lead. That shot score coming with 24-24 to go here in the first half of play. And the draw control at center field. Capital has taken the first 2 draws of the evening. See what happens here. And they get 3 for 3. Capital will have the ball. They'll move downfield quickly.
Capital just moves the ball very nicely. Crisp, clean passes. Able to get it right into their offense, set it up, look for those shots.
And we've got a whistle. And one of the things that you learn about the women's lacrosse game is we're also, or at least I'm a newcomer to the sport, but there can't be someone, the ball can't hit someone as you go for a shot. It's got to be a clear shot, which is a little different than, of course, the men's game.
Right. In women's, it's you get a shooting violation. You have to pretty much have a clean lane for a shot, and it's due to safety. Where in the women's, they don't wear the protective equipment that they do in the men's.
Capital will set it up again on offense as they move it around with Mary Manos, number 5. Number 10, that's Corey Titus in the lineup for the Crusaders. Capital will set it up.
Work that ball. Yep, work the ball right behind the goal. Try to bring it up here, work it around. Now they're working around the 12-meter line.
Hussein, number 7, she has the ball, drops it for a moment. Ohio Northern on the defense. There's a stop by Van Alstein on the loose pass. Not really a shot, and Ohio Northern will clear it out. And let's see how they begin this offensive series. They got themselves into a little bit of trouble there with some positioning. Toss comes upfield and scramble for the ball as it moves out of bounds.
Ohio Northern just struggling to clear the ball out of their side, their defensive side of the field. They're going to have any type of success tonight. They're just going to have to get that down.
Yeah, you got the big shot difference, 6-on-1, 6-1, 6 number of shots for Capital, and here comes pass inside number 7, and there's a shot and the goal by number 7,
Hussein
with the goal. Her second shot of the night. First goal, and Capital is enjoying a 3-0 lead here with 22 to go in the first half of play. I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that women's college lacrosse on NK Telco Sports brought to you by the Radio Hospital, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwieterman Pharmacy, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NK Telco Sports, NK Telco, Arrowhead Golf Course, and Kewpie Hamburgers, bringing you this evening's matchup between Ohio Northern University and Capital and women's lacrosse. Our scoreboard sponsor is First National Bank. Think first, and it reads Capital 3, Ohio Northern nothing. And the fourth draw of the night will also go to Capital, and on the attack they come again. This time, Haynud with the ball, and she'll go behind the goal and set the offense up again with Capital, and it's a good strategy for the Crusaders, Tom.
It is. Why change what's working for you? They're just able to move it around, look for that quick shot inside, which I think we'll see right here. Yeah.
Loses the ball, and Ohio Northern will pick it up.
She had herself set up for a shot, just couldn't contain the ball.
Loose ball picked up by Ohio Northern. Angela Tesney. Her name sounds familiar. She also played a little basketball in her day on the women's basketball team, number 14. Capital will regain the ball, and that's a turnover for Ohio Northern. And you can see, Tom, as you mentioned before, Capital's going to set the offense up. Hussein has it right now, and they'll go back into that set offense, and works pretty well for the Crusaders.
It's just working perfect for them. I don't see them changing anything here until they need to. They're getting success, getting the shots that they need. Whether they actually go in the goal or not, they're still getting the shots on goal.
And Ohio Northern collapsing around the goal, but Capital with it. Manos out front near the 12-meter line. Back over on the side. Here comes the attack. They'll move behind the goal, set it back up. Just being patient, aren't they, Tom?
They are just working around, just looking to see if they got anything open in the middle. If they don't, just passing it out again, working it around.
There's a shot, and it goes a little bit wide.
It will stay with Capital.
Capital will maintain it and again start that offense from behind the goal. Hussein, shot in front of, collapse there by Ohio Northern defense. We've got a penalty. Nice stop by Van Alstyne.
Nice save. Yes. Able to get her body in front of that ball, stop it. Now she's going to look to see if we can get it cleared out of here.
So I'm not sure what it looks like. The defense for Capital very good here, as Ohio Northern has that tough time getting the first pass to start to move it upfield.
They are. They look like they're running a man-to-man here, just not giving anything open here for the clear. Giving Ohio Northern just a struggle on just getting it out of their side of the field.
Very tight man-to-man. And Alstein being patient.
Right now she's not feeling any pressure. They're just staying man-to-man here. Looks.
Long pass.
She was
picked up by Storr.
Clear.
Storr gets it over to her teammate, and Capital will converge and got to stop in the action. Storr, the leading offensive threat for Ohio Northern. She leads the team, fourth in the OAC with 32 goals and team high 33 points so far this year.
That clear there was only Ohio Northern's second out of 7 attempts on clears. They're just struggling in that aspect of the game.
And Ohio Northern will try to set it up from behind the goal. That's Maddie Storr, 16. Ohio Northern positions themselves on the offense. Storr is going to try to make a move inside. There's a shot.
And save.
And save, but we do have another whistle. Maggie Fuller, second on Ohio Northern in offense with 22 goals as Maddie Wilson for Capital swats it out. Capital will keep the ball. There's a pass inside. Right in front of the net, there's a shot on goal. Another
Good
stop
save
by Wilson. Boy, there was an excellent save by her.
That was quick shot. She was able to stay in position and just make that save. Capital now working on their clear.
They'll move it upfield. What we were saying about offensive threats for Ohio Northern, Maggie Fuller scored 3 goals against Mount Union earlier as Capital goes on the offense here, and they set it back up again. And this time there's a steal on the defense, turnover by Capital, and
loose ball picked up by Ohio Northern here.
I believe that's Storr. It's a little tough to see the numbers on the jerseys as Ohio Northern has it. That's number 22, Emily Hirschberger.
We see here that Ohio Northern still struggling here to get that ball cleared.
There's a clear Alexandra Miller with it for the Polar Bears. She'll bring it upfield, try to set Ohio Northern's offense up.
Going to slow it down here for a minute, get their offense set, see if they can work that around. Maybe they too can get that same success of working around, getting that open lane in the middle for a quick shot.
Polar Bears will set it up from behind the goal. They'll try to make the move inside the 12-meter line. Set up out front by Miller. Miller has it. She'll try to make a move inside the 8-meter line. And
just nothing there for her right now.
Capital on defense.
Capital defense holding their ground at this point, not giving anything to the inside.
Wilson, just an outstanding goalkeeper. She's stopped all 3 of Ohio Northern's shots here in the first half of play as we've got 16 and a half minutes to go on the First National Bank scoreboard. Think first. And it's 3-0 Capital as Ohio Northern tries to cut into the Polar Bear or into the Capital lead here. There's the move inside. But they'll pull back up as Capital's defense makes the stop.
Talking about Wilson, she's a league top league goalie for save percentage with only a .49, or she has a .492 save percentage.
Her coach thinks she's the best goalie in the OAC,
and she has a case there. She's given up the 3rd fewest goals with 65 in the league. Northern
Morgan Weithman with the ball. She's going to lose it. It's going to go down. Ground ball picked up by Kara Hines. Hines, who scored earlier, will bring it upfield. Capital.
She's got some wheels on her. She's just moving that ball right down the sideline.
They'll set the offense up as she brings it inside, pass inside for Capital. They position themselves well inside, but there's a whistle. And Capital will set the ball back up again.
We'll have set it up at the 8-meter.
Capital has had
shot
goal, and that's number
8,
Taylor Thomas. I think that's Taylor's second of the evening, and Capital, that was Capital's 10th shot on goal.
And you're correct. That is her second goal.
Take a look at that again on the Sydney Body Car Star replay. You'll see Taylor, number 8.
Just gets that great start there off that 8-meter fan, and
boom. Right there it is. Nice replay action. There as Capital enjoys a 4-0 lead. And, of course, as we talked about, boy, experience is a big difference in this one, Tom.
There is. Ohio Northern, with just a few experienced players. Most of these players on Ohio Northern, this is their first year actually playing lacrosse. And just to come out and have a 500 season so far is a success in itself for them. Next year, expect a lot more out of them. I believe they have 12 or 13 more new recruits with all experience coming in.
And the draw will go to Ohio Northern, or go to Capital for the 4th time here in the first half. And Hines will have the ball, and she'll set the offense up for Capital. Weithman, number 10, as Capital works their magic to the outside as they try to close the gap inside the 12-meter mark, and they'll set it back up behind the goal, which is a great way to start the offense.
It is just setting them up on the outside there, spread that defense a little bit, open up that middle, look for that cutter, and get that shot off. That's all Capital's been doing and having great success at that.
Crusaders being patient. There's one of the cuts across, and I think that was Rachel Jerome, but the pass will go back outside. There's the pass inside, right on goal. Stopped there by Storr.
Save.
Nice save by Storr, and Ohio Northern will try to come back on offense, but Capital putting the pressure on number 7, Alexandria Miller, and they'll pick up the ground ball, and here comes Capital right back at them.
Good check on stick, able to get that ball loose, pick up that ground ball, and set that offense right back up.
Capital with that 4-0 lead right
Feed
in front of
inside.
the goal.
Good save.
Storr's getting a workout. And Ohio Northern will try to clear it. And Ohio Northern will be on the offense. And I've got to say, in goal is Van Alstyne, not Storr. Val Alstyne getting the workout for the Polar Bears. Let me correct myself, as Wilson will move it up front for Capital as they try to get up, but the ground ball picked up by, I believe that's Tesney.
Van Alstyne sitting on 5 saves so far. She's, like you said, she's getting a workout in there.
Yeah, 12 shots on goal by Capital here in the first half of play. I know they're looking for that first score, number 17. That's Royce, or rather Fuller. And the Polar Bears will set it back up just outside the 12-meter line. 12:47 to go. 4-0 Capital here in the first half of action. Women's lacrosse here on NK Telco. Historic first for us. Had the men on a couple of weeks ago. Now it's the women's lacrosse program here at Ohio Northern being featured. There's the break inside, and there'll be a whistle.
Stop and play.
Maddie Storr with the break inside. She's a freshman out of Clarence, New York. And Storr will have it. There's the shot on goal. Wilson with the save. Boy, a nice stop again by Wilson. That's her 6th of the half. Wilson will try and get the Capital offense going as number 2, Jurgensen, will have the ball and move upfield. Northern trying to stop it before it gets across midfield, but Capital moves forward. There's the pickup of the ground ball. It's a loose ball picked up by Ohio Northern. That's number 14. That's Angela Tesney.
See if they can turn this into a quick shot and possibly get on the scoreboard. Quick goal.
Tesney pass back inside, and here comes Miller. There's going to be some contact there, and we're going to have a penalty. And I don't believe Capital believes it, but I think the penalty will be against Alexis Jurgensen, number 2 for the Crusaders. And Capital will bring it up the field quickly. Back into that offense. Weithman, number 10. Back over to Cousins.
Just working it around.
Hussein, or rather, and Capital will get behind the goal and set the offense up. And wait for that cut across the front or the movement from the back.
One thing I'm noticing Capital, they've taken 12 shots on goal. 9 of them have been right on goal. They've only had 3 that have gone wide. So their shot accuracy is, they're shooting 75% on accuracy on the goal.
And they're patient as we approach 10 minutes and 45 seconds to go. First half, a whistle.
I believe that might be a slashing call on Ohio Northern.
Two teams just about even in turnovers. Ohio Northern has 9 turnovers. Capital has 8. Not a large difference there.
No, and exactly even on ground balls, both with 9 ground balls so far for the evening.
Big difference, though, is in the clear stat, as there's a shot on goal picked up by Ohio Northern.
Van Alstyne with another save.
Van Alstyne
That'll make her 6th save so far for the night.
doing the job in the goal for the Polar Bears. Here comes the offense. Good defense there by Hussein.
Loose ball.
Ground ball. Scramble.
Still no possession.
We'll
Capital's great. Capital able to come away with that.
Picked up there by Jurgensen, number 2, and Capital will be on the offense.
Capital loses it here on a pass, just not able to convert over, and it will go Ohio Northern.
Clock counting. We're under 10 minutes to go, first half. Like to see Ohio Northern get a score here in the first 30 minutes of play.
We have a stop and play. I believe it might be a loose ball push here on Capital, and that it is. Ohio Northern will get the ball back here behind the goal.
Looks like Hirschberger will have it for the Polar Bears. She'll start the offense. Passes a little bit wide, and
Out of bounds it goes. We'll have a turnover.
that's a turnover, and that means Capital will inbound it, or will start the ball. Wilson.
Feeling a little pressure there from Ohio Northern, putting a body right in front of the goalie, trying to give them a little bit of issues on their clears, but able to convert it here.
Capital on the attack. This is Weithman going for the shot. Once again, Van Alstyne with the stop. Scrambling around behind her goal. She'll get the pass upfield.
Jen Brown trying to clear that ball out of there and just not able to get that ball in her stick. I believe we have a penalty.
And here comes Ohio Northern.
Or I'm sorry, Caitlin Brown.
Yeah, that's Caitlin's a St. Mary's girl, Memorial High School junior. On the lacrosse squad here at Ohio Northern as the Polar Bears set their offense up. There's a shot inside. Ohio Northern scores with 8:05 to go in the first half. Tom, that was a beautiful move by the Polar Bears.
Just able to come around, wrap around that goal, get that shot off right at Wilson's feet.
Take another look at that one, brought to you by Sydney Body Car Star, and there you see the shot.
Ohio Northern finally able to get on the board here in the first half.
Maddie Wilson, a junior goalie for Capital. She's very experienced and very good, so Ohio Northern's now on the scoreboard. Maddie Storr with the connection for Ohio Northern. We've got a timeout, and we will take a timeout. Our score, Capital 4, Ohio Northern 1. We'll be back right after this.
Independence is something you can easily take for granted. For the elderly and disabled, independence can be especially challenging and require more thought and planning. As a caregiver or family member, how do you keep a loved one active, independent, and safe? Radio Hospital has a solution to provide users and their families with security and convenience, both inside the home as well as out and about, with the press of a single button. Whether you need assistance for yourself or a loved one, visit your nearest Radio Hospital location.
My name is John Kramer. I am 90 years old. I've decided that it was time for me to go to assisted living. I lived by myself for 14 years. I knew I was getting older and life was harder to live. I fell down a couple times at home. I decided that Elmwood was the place for me to go. It's like a family in there. Choose Elmwood. I believe it.
Ohio Northern and Capital in an OAC tilt. Their Polar Bears just scored their first goal against Capital, but they find themselves trailing 4-1. Storr with the goal. Maddie Storr for Ohio Northern, and as we recap before the break, a nice offensive move by Storr.
Yeah, that makes her 32nd goal for the season. Just able to get that ball, wrap it around the goal, get that quick shot off here to put them on the board.
And we'll do a draw at center stage, and so far the draws have all gone to Capital, so let's see what Ohio Northern can do this time. 4 draws and possession gained by Capital each time. Kara Hines and Alexandra Miller, and it looks like Miller.
The Capital will go 5 for 5 on the draws tonight.
Thought Ohio Northern might have a shot at that one as Jurgensen has the ball for Capital. Up field come the Crusaders. With it is Mary Manis, sophomore out of Canton. And Capital sets quickly back up into their offense and works it from behind the goal. And
that's exactly what I was going to say. Just setting that offense right back up into what they feel comfortable with here, working that ball around the goal, setting up that offense, just looking for that inside shot here now.
Taylor Thomas, there's the pass.
Cutter.
Hussein shot no good.
Van Alstyne stave. That gives her 7 saves so far for the night. And goal.
Here comes Capital from behind the goal. Shot, looking for the shot inside. No good.
Save again, Van Alstyne. Just able to hold her ground there, get herself positioned to cut that angle down on that shot. And
Northern will bring it back out, and it's going to go back to Capital, I do believe.
You are correct.
16 shots on goal for Capital, and Ohio Northern has only 5 so far, and it's a difference in the game as you look at the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. It's 4-1. Hussein, number 7, handles it with Capital. Going to move inside, put a little pressure in, tighten it up, looks for the pass. There it is.
Just not able to connect there.
Can't connect, and Ohio Northern will try and get it back outfield, but we've got a whistle. It'll stop action. And Ohio Northern will pick it up.
Working on that clear again here.
Upfield, Miller, number 7.
Able to convert that clear, get across that midfield line.
Nice pass. Here comes Ohio Northern. May have a shot. There's a pass over right in front of the goal. But Wilson will clear it for Ohio Northern. We'll get the ball back out to number 14, and that's Emma Trefny for Capital. And we've got a whistle. It'll stop the action.
Wilson with the ball again here, looking down the field for one of her players.
There's a loose ball. It's going to go out of bounds, and
Ohio Northern will get the ball back here inside their side of the field. See if they can convert here. Maybe get a second goal. Split that deficit here.
Kayla Royce will pass it inside. Ball on the ground, picked up by Miller. Miller has the ball, and we have another whistle. Another stoppage. They'll set it right back, and here we go. Ohio Northern, 5 minutes to go, first half, with the ball.
Fuller working that ball around the 12-meter arc. Passes it back behind. Storr with the ball.
And Ohio Northern will set that offense up and move inside. It'll be stopped, and back out to Miller. It'll go. She'll try to move in front of the goal, which Capital's defense cuts it off nicely.
And we have a stop.
To see what this
Yellow
is.
card.
Ooh, yellow card. That's a minor violation. High sticking?
See what they call here.
And we're waiting for the whistle. And there it is. Ohio Northern moves inside. They'll step back out. And number 17, Maggie Fuller, will set it back over to Miller. Miller will move inside. She stopped there, and we've got another penalty. It should go against Capital, I believe, right, Tom?
I believe that's what they're calling here. It was a cross-check, I believe, is what they called.
And Ohio Northern will again now moving closer as Maddie Wilson in goal for Capital.
Another stoppage in play. Whistle. Set that ball back up at the 8-meter arc. Fuller takes the ball.
Here come the Polar Bears. Miller looks inside, trying to go around the backside. There's the shot.
Wilson with the save.
Wilson with the save again.
Good idea, just not able to convert. Bring that ball around real quick and look for that quick shot. I think if she went possibly to the ground instead of up in the air, she might have been able to catch Wilson out of position, able to score on that one.
Capital will bring it upfield, and as been the story of the first half, the pressure on offense by Capital. As there's the move inside, shot on goal. Another nice stop by Van Alstyne, and Capital still maintains the ball.
Stops the ball, just not able to hold on to it, and it rolls away from her.
They'll set it back up behind the goal. Here come the Crusaders. Nice pass inside, but again, Van Alstyne with the save. Upfield comes the Polar Bears as Miller has it, but the ground ball is going to be picked up.
Not able to convert on that clear. Quickly, Capital back into their offense.
Right at the 12-meter line. Here comes the move inside, and Van Alstyne will come up with it, but we've got a break in the action as well on the stop and play. And got the whistle and the set. That's number 14, Angela Tesney, and number 4, Reagan Hanud for Capital, as well as number 22, Emily Hirschberger, and Capital again on the offense.
Thomas with the ball, working it around.
Pass inside in front of the goal. Ohio Northern will recover, and Van Alstyne will pick the loose ground ball up, and Ohio Northern will try and move it upfield and put themselves into a position to score. 2:20 to go. First half of play. Cross midfield. Ohio Northern with the ball. There's the pass up court. Upfield.
Converts on that clear. Makes that 7 for 16 tonight for Ohio Northern.
17's Maggie Fuller. They'll set it back up. Number 14, Angela Tesney. She'll make a move inside. There's a shot, but stopped by one of Capital's defensemen.
And we have a stop in play again.
Ground balls here in the first half. Ohio Northern with 15 and Capital with 13, and the shot will go out of bounds. Let's see.
Just goes wide of the goal.
Possession, Ohio Northern. They try to set the offense up from behind the goal. Wilson guarding the corner as the Polar Bears try to move it inside to get in front of the goal. Here comes the move inside. Stopped there by Hines. Shot off the goalpost, it looked like, from here.
Yes,
picked up by Hines.
Saved by Wilson there.
Hines, who's Capital's leading scorer, 36 goals and 2 assists, 38 points overall in the season. And we've got another whistle as Wilson will start the offense from in front of the goal. Hussein, number 7, with it. We're approaching a minute to go here in the first half. Hussein takes it all the way upfield. And Capital will slide back into their offense. And they go on the attack.
Hussein looking to dish it off here in the middle.
Nice pass, Hines in front. There's the goal.
Quick score by Hines.
Beautiful pass by Hussein into Hines, and boy, what a conversion.
It was. You could just read that all the way down. She was just looking for someone to slide up there in the middle. And
let's take a look at that one again. Beautiful play. There you see it.
Hines slides right into position. Quick shot.
Tough shot for the goalie, Van Alstyne, to see, first of all, even though, and it's high and in the corner of the goal. So nice move by Capital, and the Crusaders go up 5-1 on Ohio Northern just with a minute to go here in the first half of play. The face-off in men's lacrosse, or the draw here in women's, has been dominated by Capital. Draw controls, 5 of them for Capital here so far. Ohio Northern looking for their first one as Miller and Hines will do
there
battle.
They get it.
There we go. Ohio Northern with the ball.
Storr passing it off here.
See if Ohio Northern can get something going here in the final seconds of the first half of play.
Miller looking for someone up the middle, but just nothing there. Capital's defense able to shut it all down. Has to work it around again.
There's the move inside as they switch hands. There's the pass over the middle, and Capital will pick it off.
Swatted down by Capital.
Here comes Hines. She'll move. She can move.
She can.
Nice lead pass. Here comes Capital.
Shot and save by Van Alstyne.
Hussein with the pickup. Back in front again. Hines a little bit too high, and it goes out of bounds. Boy, Capital just putting all sorts of pressure here in the final seconds of the first half. And what we thought would be another opportunity on offense becomes a Capital opportunity. They try to move it inside, but that's going to be it for the first half of play. And here in Bill Robinson Field and Dial Robinson Stadium, Ohio Northern, the first half score, they find themselves trailing by 4 against their OAC foe Capital. Our score, Capital 5, Ohio Northern 1. We'll be back right after this.
Ohio Northern University has always had a strong relationship with the Village of Ada. Because of this, I was able to write a community EPA grant for a composting facility to better handle the food waste at both the university and the Village of Ada. Throughout my research, I identified multiple issues that are facing both the university and the Village of Ada. The main being the amount of food waste that's traveling to the wastewater treatment facility, entering their anaerobic digestion, which is causing for unnecessary maintenance of the anaerobic digestion. I'm thankful I was able to attend Ohio Northern University, where both the administrative staff and the professors support students in their passions in life. One of my biggest passions has always been how I can make the world a better place. And I found that, and I believe that starting with food waste composting is just one small way that both the Village of Ada and the university can make the world a better place. Good?
Good. I like that. Love it. All right.
Take like 9.
I did have fear, especially since my brother was a pharmacy major. Their courses are really tough. And then as I started in the engineering program, I quickly learned that not all the material was that easy, especially since I had no experience. But it was mainly just my hard work ethic and the professors wanting to interact with you, constantly reaching out to try to help you, that kind of eased my mind a little bit.
Achieving a Hall of Fame status, it would just take the cake. It would be the greatest honor.
They put in rigorous hours to become not just a great student, but a great athlete, a great person, and obviously it's paid off.
You look at the wall and you see all these people that have done it before you, and that's what motivates me to keep going every day.
They have put ONU on a pedestal.
They have laid the foundation to what a great player should be like. I think that being inducted in the Hall of Fame shows that you were one of the best at your time while you played here at ONU.
Saying that you're gonna be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I don't know. I guess tears of joy would be a good word for it. A big adrenaline rush would probably bring me back to my college days, reminisce on a lot of memories that I've had. It would just put me on cloud nine, I guess.
Come back to ONU and see the polar bear family and everybody that's passed through here and see that you've made an impact in what you've done.
Something you can only dream of. It's definitely something you have to work towards. You have to want from day one.
Something they should cherish and look back on and show to their kids. And if I was ever inducted, that I would cherish. So
being in the Hall of Fame is one of the greatest accomplishments you can achieve as an athlete here at ONU.
Everybody at ONU, we're just one big family and we're all so proud of them.
To all the Hall of Fame inductees, you've achieved one of the greatest accomplishments that you can achieve as an athlete. I hope to be at your level one day. Congratulations and good luck at the ceremony.
First years here at ONU were very interesting, and my through social interaction, being a freshman, I didn't really know what to expect. I could either choose to be introverted and stay away from people, or be extroverted and meet new people on campus. Obviously,
Right now, as it stands, there's no criminal punishment for human trafficking of children for the purposes of adoption. And that's what I did my seminar paper on. And I was able to reach out to some people and give a proposed solution to the human trafficking in Cambodia. So it was something that I never would have thought myself to divulge in, but given the opportunity, I jumped in head first. I'm not sure where I will go after law school, but I know that ONU has paved the highway and there's 8 different turns and they've prepared me for whatever turn that I take.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Hi, I'm Bob from the Keyhole, located on 66. We've been family owned and operated for 30 years. Personally, I think we still make the best pizza in the area. I use a special sausage, cut fresh ingredients, shred cheese every day. We didn't make a pizza to make a profit. We made a pizza the way we wanted to eat it. Stop in, try us out, dine in, or carry out. We also have karaoke every other Saturday.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
NK Telco Sports, Ohio's leading sports broadcasting company, is dedicated to sports coverage, filming over 120 collegiate and high school sporting events that bring quality content and excellent sportsmanship to the big screen. Team up with us as an NK Telco sponsor and receive many benefits: commercials that will be seen by thousands of viewers, multiple name mentions, live web ads, monthly bill stuffers, and discounted network ad insertion spots. Packages are available for any budget. Contact us today.
Halftime here at Ohio Northern University, and the Polar Bears find themselves trailing Capital 5-1 in women's lacrosse action, and 5-1 Capital lead. Tom, the statistics are definitely on the side of the Crusaders.
They are just saves for or shots on goal for Capital. They're just, you can clearly tell they're the offensive team in this game with 21 shots on goal versus the 8 for ONU. Saves 10 for ONU, but that's just right there. It's the shots on goal versus the 5 saves for Capital. Draws goes right to Capital with a 5-1 difference, and turnovers fairly even with 13 for Capital, 14 for ONU, and on clear is both with 7, but Capital has converted 7 out of 10, and ONU 7 for 16.
And we're the draws. We're about ready to start the second half, and this is something Ohio Northern has had only one of, as Miller and Hines will do battle at midfield. And there's the loose ball. Ground ball is picked up by whistle blows, and we'll see what that's all about.
Possible loose ball push here. And I believe that's what it is. It'll be awarded to Capital.
Draw control goes to Capital. There goes Hines. She's going to take it all the way down inside the 8-meter line. Here's the pass over to Hussein. Shot no good. Scramble for the ball in the back of it all, and Van Alstyne comes up with it. She's being pressured, trying to get it upfield. There comes a pass intercepted by Capital. Could be trouble for Ohio Northern.
She's got to get herself back in that goal.
She's got to get back into position. Here come the Crusaders in the purple and white off the goal post. Back out.
Just misses on the right post.
Weithman's going to take it inside herself. She's going to switch hands, and there's going to be a whistle on the stop of the action. Capital coming right at Ohio Northern here in the second half. Here comes the move inside.
Shot and
on goal, and there it is.
Just like that, we go 6-1.
Let's take another look at that one on the City Body Car Star replay here. Number 10, Corey Titus. There's the move. And Van Alstyne just can't quite get it. She's a little frustrated with herself, but Capital scores, and it's a 6-1 lead for the Crusaders. And boy, Capital really put the pressure on Ohio Northern in that this opening minute of the second half.
They did. They just came right down, worked that ball, able to get that shot there, able to rattle the cage around 3 of the posts and convert right into a quick goal in less than a minute.
Here comes the draw, and there's the loose ball, and again a whistle on the draw.
Be awarded to Capital.
That's the second time here in just the opening minute. Here come the Crusaders again as they move downfield very quickly. Ohio Northern trying to set up on defense. Capital.
I'm going to bounce it back out top to Hussein.
So Hussein moves it to the left side, back out to Weithman. Weithman looks inside. Ohio Northern will cut it off, and she'll move it back out and set it up again. Looks like they're trying to apply a little bit more pressure from out front.
They are now working the ball behind the goal.
Shot inside, and there's the second goal. Nice shot inside, and boy, the Crusaders looked like a left-handed shot, I believe.
That did. It came back across body.
Take a look at this one again on the Sydney Body Car Star replay. Watch the move. There you see it. Nice move and nice shot just inside the goalpost.
Right back across body, and just to catch that right side goal. Catch the goalie sliding to the left, opens up that right side, and in less than 2 minutes here, Crusaders 2 goals. And
what's the difference in Capital attacking the offense from behind the goal as to in front of the goal? Do you think that's an adjustment?
Just an adjustment that they made, trying something different, and either way, whatever the way they work, and they're having success at it.
And the draw goes to Capital again, and here come the Crusaders. Boy, they're leaving no doubt here in the first half, or in the second half here in the opening minute, as they move it downfield and they set their offense back up. They're out front with Hines, or Eithman. She's going to make the move inside. Nice move, but she's going to lose the ball. Ground ball is picked up by Ohio Northern. That looks like maybe Hirschberger with it. She's going to lose it. There's a turnover, and Capital has it.
Looks like Capital is able to come up with the ground ball.
Manos, or Reithman inside. There's a shot on goal, and number 6 or number 7.
Capital just putting on an offensive clinic here this second half.
Wow, let's take another look at that one. I believe that was Hussein with the shot, number 7.
Sets, turns, and shot.
Number 1, thank you, was with the shot. That's Marlene McLeod out of Milford, Ohio, the junior attack person, and she has her first goal of the evening. And Capital here in the first 2.5 minutes of play have just opened up the lead to 8-1. And, you know, one thing Ohio Northern has to concern themselves with, depth, a factor that we mentioned briefly early on. The Polar Bears in the building stages of their program, trying to develop a little bit of depth, which in the first years is not necessarily there. It's a little tricky. Good way to put it. And a loose ball is picked up by Capital. And again, they win the draw, and here they come, Hussein, and it's going to be a penalty. There'll be a stop in the action. We'll see what the call is.
Looks like it's going to go against Ohio Northern. So we set up here at the 12-meter arc. Hussein looks to shoot. Just goes high.
Capital 6-3 overall on the season. 1-0 in the OAC. Looking to go to 2-0 tonight. And the Polar Bears 5-5 and 0-1 in league play. Capital, as we talked about, picked to finish second in the OAC and women's lacrosse, right behind Mount Union. And of course, Ohio Northern experienced Mount Union a little bit earlier, Tom, and quite quite a win for Mount Union over Ohio Northern in the Polar Bears' first ever OAC contest.
That it was. Ohio Northern goes down 22-5 Mount Union, but Mount Union, their offensive experience they have just shined that night, and just a little too much for Ohio Northern to handle. As
Shot
we see,
on goal there, and Capital's offense continues.
Hussein converts into another goal, so we go up 9-1.
9-1, Capital with the lead. We'll take a look at the replay on the Sydney Body Car Star. Hussein with a break inside right in front of the goal, and there it is. And Capital now moves to a 9-1 lead here on the First National Bank scoreboard. Think First, women's lacrosse college style from the Ohio Northern University campus on a beautiful evening here at Ada. And Capital really dominating here in the first 3.5 minutes of the second half. We were talking about programs, and Capital in the preseason poll, second was their rank. They had 38 first place votes. Mount Union with 49 cumulative points. Baldwin Wallace had 35. John Carroll 32, and Otterbein with 30. Ohio Northern, Wilmington, and Muskegum all gathered between 10 and 15 points in that poll. So the powers to be are Mount Union and Capital, at least in the preseason polls, and Capital proving it here this evening against Ohio Northern. They'll set the offense up from behind the goal, and Reithman will have it. She moves inside, looks for the pass inside. The ground ball picked up outside, and Capital will set the offense up outside the 12-meter arc. Substitutes on the part of Capital. Reithman as Miller will come up with a loose ball, or rather Chelsea Cousins with a loose ball, but it's picked up by Hussein
another
again.
one. Yeah.
Ohio Northern trying to clear it out. That's number 9. Caitlin Brown on the defense for Ohio Northern, but handling the ball there. She'll start the Ohio Northern offense off.
She works it up. Looks and gets a successful clear here. Looking for a little help as she feels pressure from two Capital defenders.
Pass picked up by Capital.
Hussein with the ball.
Hussein and
looking to set that offense up here. See if they go back behind the goal or if they're going to stay with working it out top of the 12-meter arc.
Hussein and Hines, two very good offensive players for Capital, a couple of sophomores. Both of them out of the Columbus area. Hines out of Worthington Kilbourne, and Hussein out of Westerville South. There's the pass in front of the goal and off the post as
just misses there, bounces it off that post, and just not able to convert.
McLeod will have it for Capital as they'll set the offense up. Nice pass there, and there's the
Give
feed
it another
inside.
go around. Saved by Van Alstyne.
Van Alstyne with the save, and Shannon having her work cut out in goal for Ohio Northern. 27 Capital shots on goal, and
that'll give her 11 saves so far for the night. But the amount of shots she's seeing is quite the difference between Ohio Northern.
That first 3.5 minutes of the second half, just an onslaught there by Capital. What aggressive play by the Crusaders, and that's jumped them out to this 9-1 lead on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 23:56 to go. Second half of women's lacrosse action, Ohio Northern and Capital. Shot, no good.
Just
will go out of bounds.
High, Capital retain. Capital just comes out of this second half right out of the gates, just firing and giving everything that Ohio Northern can handle, and then some.
There's the pass in front of the goal. The
shot and goal
is good. And I believe that was Hines.
Number 6.
Yep. Kara Hines with the score, and the sophomore connects, and it's a 10-1 lead as Capital.
Hines gets her third goal of the night.
Take a look at that again. There you see it on the Sydney Body Car Star replay. Shot in the goal, and the lead now 10-1.
That's Hines' 9th shot tonight on goal. And third goal she's able to convert on.
It's a pretty good offensive night for Hines.
So we get ready for the draw here.
10-1 advantage in draw controls for Capital. Ball comes down to
Make that
Reithman.
11.
She's going to move inside on.
She's moving quick, looks for that shot in.
Shot on goal and made a nice move with the stick, went to the left side, made the shot, and in.
Brought that goalie across and able to catch her off. Yeah.
A quickness. It seems like Capital just has a decisive advantage in quickness with 3 or 4 of their offensive players.
They have some wheels for some offensive players that just Ohio Northern just not able to match here defensively at this time.
Yeah, one thing about this, the clock does not stop. It continues to move on. And,
once we get over 10 goals, it's a 10-goal lead, we go to a continuous clock.
And that's what Capital is enjoying right now, an 11-1 advantage as there'll be another draw. And let's see if Ohio Northern can they haven't had much offense here in the second half.
I don't believe they've had any tonight, Dave.
In the second half, the first half, they were able to get on the scoreboard. And, of course, waiting on them is a goalie that her coach considers the best in the OAC, and Maddie Wilson. So it's tough all the way around for Ohio Northern here tonight as Capital slides back into that offense. And women's lacrosse, obviously, they like to make that move in front of the goal. There's the nice pass inside. It's going to go back out as Ohio Northern's defense cuts it off.
Capital just dominating on all aspects of the game tonight. That was their 12th draw. As
Hines
we see here, another goal.
With another goal, and just makes a nice move with the stick, puts the shot in, and the lead goes to 12-1. And that means another draw. One of the things in women's lacrosse that's a little bit different from the men's is the free position. And I don't know, maybe you can kind of elaborate just a little bit. We'll come back with that as I think we've got a timeout on the field, and we'll take a break here. Capital with the lead. Capital 12, Ohio Northern 1. We'll be back right after this.
Innovation, it's all around us. NK Telco developed a fiber network in our communities over 10 years ago when the competitors were only thinking about it. Increasing bandwidth to make it convenient for the whole family to enjoy online entertainment and gaming. With our IPTV solution, you can enjoy over 80 HD channels, providing quality TV and movies for the whole family, and even take them on the go with our Watch TV Everywhere app. All this from a company that believes in local customer service from people you know and trust. NK Telco, providing services that bring value to your everyday life.
There is no feeling like the one I get when the starter calls my name. Stepping onto the tee box, shaking off the tension of life while teeing up the first drive of the round. Standing there, staring down the pin from 300 yards, everything fades away. Just me, a club, a ball, and 18 holes to push myself to my next best score. Man, I love this game.
There you see the Ohio Northern University women's lacrosse team. They take a timeout here in the second half of play, find themselves down 12-1 against Capital. But, we're talking about a couple of rules that are a little bit different than the men's game. If you're new to the sport of lacrosse, like so many of us are, the free position is kind of an interesting rule in women's lacrosse.
It is. It's awarded, the ball's awarded if there's a penalty inside the 8-meter arc. It's awarded to the offensive team where the player is set up directly in front of the goalie or off to the side, depending on what side of the field the penalty has occurred. Two defensive players are then placed just on the wings of on either side of the wings of that offensive player, and the ball is put into play, where the defense is not allowed to step in front of the offensive player, but able to put that stick inside that arc. They're able to use their stick but not put a body there, or it becomes a penalty. But then once they are able to get in close, they are able to step in front of that offensive player with a one-length stick, not with the arm extended, but just the stick itself in length, able to defend, and it kind of prohibits the offensive player to shoot, or they get a shooting space violation. And again, a lot of their rules for women is put into place for safety, just because of the protective or lack of protective equipment that the women's wear versus what the men's wear. You'll notice in the men's where they're more dressed, as in the goalie here in the women's game, where they will wear the helmet and the padded gloves. Where on the women's side they wear a face mask, kind of a cage, and that's about all the major protective equipment that they wear.
There you say Hussein on literally a lacrosse fast break, boy, and the quickness that you see, especially for Capital, is just from the 3 or 4 of their players, like we just saw there right on the screen. That's a tough thing to defend against.
It is. If you're not able to drop back and get in position, they're just going to beat you every time with that speed, and then it becomes a one-on-one situation with the shooter and the goalie. And sometimes it's just easy to catch that goalie with a little head fake, catch him out of position, and opens up that opposite side of the goal. And that we've noticed that tonight on a few of Capital's goals, that they're just able to catch the goalie out of position and able to get their quick scores in.
There's another move inside, and that, once again, Hines, number 6. She's been, 4 goals on the night, Tom?
It is. She looked there to feed to Thomas and just not able to convert on that pass. Thomas was set up in position there to get the backside goal. Pass just not able to be completed.
Ohio Northern will have the ball. It comes back into Van Alstyne, and she'll toss it up court or upfield, and ground ball's picked up there by Ohio Northern, and that's number.
Loses the ball, though, and turns it back over to Capital as Capital looks to work it back down their side and set up their offense.
And here comes Capital once again. Of course, the clock counting down and on a roll because of the difference in score, 12-1. And Capital taking their time on the offense.
Capital now back to their offense, where they'll work it back behind the goal and bring it back around. Look for maybe a wing shot on the inside there. I believe now it's more just run that clock out and get out of here with a good win.
Say Ohio Northern University's coach is Beth Heminger, and of course she's building the program here at Ohio Northern, and you had an opportunity earlier this week, Tom, to talk with her, and she's got to be excited, even though tonight's not going her way, about the program here at Ohio Northern.
No, I was able to meet with her on Monday and was able to talk to her, and she has great hopes for this program here as they're building it. It being the first year, as we've said earlier in this program, their experience they have on their team is very limited right now. The other players they do have are athletes, so they're able to hang in there. But next year they have a recruit class coming in with all full experience on playing the game. And the way she put it, it'll be a night and day from this year to next year. So I look for good things for them out of next year.
Ohio Northern will, with the save, Van Alstyne and Steen, and she'll hang on to the ball and try to clear it here in a little bit as Ohio Northern sets their offense. And just looking at some of the information, Beth Heminger she was the head coach at Wittenberg for the last 3 seasons before her moving over to Ohio Northern. Had a 38-12 record, and that included a perfect 22-20 league record at that time. And of course, she's got also some other experience at St. Anne's Day School in Annapolis, Maryland back in 2010. And her alma mater is Worcester. So she has some Ohio roots there.
Comes back home.
Graduate of Worcester College or University, and had 4 letters in soccer and lacrosse. And she's got the challenge of building this polar bear program here in the OAC, which
she's shown success in her previous position she's held. It's just it's going to be some time for her to work and build on this program, but they're off to a decent start their first year.
High Northern 5-5 on the season. Capital 6-3 and 1-0. And here comes Hussein. She's in front of the goal. Inside she goes. Shot on goal, and she connects. Now again, that speed and that quickness, moving it upfield, and
that will be Hussein's 3rd goal of the night.
Her 3rd, and now the lead jumps to 13-1. Capital with the lead over the Polar Bears, as you see the clock under 16 minutes to play. And once again, the draw control will come back out to midfield, and Capital is dominated in that category with 13 out of 15 draws going their way. And we'll take a moment to thank our sponsors here for women's college lacrosse here on NK Telco Sports. We've got Radio Hospital, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwederman Pharmacy, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NK Telco Sports, NK Telco, Arrowhead Golf Course, and Kewpie Hamburgers, bringing you tonight's women's lacrosse game between Ohio Northern and Capital. Also would like to remind you that NK Telco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of women's college lacrosse. Today's game can be seen on NK Telco Cable Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Thursday, April the 14th at 6 p.m. and Saturday, April the 16th at noon. You can also watch the games on demand at nktelco.net. So Capital back with the ball. They enjoy a 13-1 lead here in this OAC women's lacrosse contest.
They come out of that with yet another win on draw control. It puts them at 14 out of 16 for the night. It's pretty much been all Capital tonight that we're seeing here. Just able to do pretty much whatever they want with the ball offensively. As we see them working the ball around, trying to work something inside, bouncing it back out. Back to that 12-meter arc as Hussein comes back around the top. As we get a stop here in play.
Say, Tom, in the OAC, Mount Union is on top 2-0, followed by Capital with a 1-0 record. John Carroll and Otterbein also all unbeaten in early action so far.
As we get here, another goal. And I believe that was number 20. Huraf. Kim Huraf. I believe that will be her first goal of the night. As we bring the ball back up here to center field and look for another draw. And ball set here, ready to put in play. And we get another whistle and stop and play. But that might be a loose ball push on Ohio Northern. And yes, I believe it is. Another one goes to Capital as they work the ball down here offensively, looking for inside, back around the backside of the goal. Capital setting that offensive up now where they're going to work it around the key, just bounce it around as we're closing into 12 minutes left in the game.
And I would think Capital just be content now to take a lot of time off the clock as it's moving, and a very, very safe lead here in the second half.
It is. We're still seeing cutters come across though that they're trying to feed to, but not pressuring as much as we saw here right out of the gate of the second half. Capital's kind of backed off now as they've grown to a 13-point lead. Being a little patient here, just passing it. And like you said, killing some time.
Hussein, number 7, she's a nice player for Capital.
She is. She's one of their offensive weapons that they have. She's got speed, good stick control, and able to convert a lot on her shots. So we got another stop in play. Looks like the ball will be awarded to Ohio Northern. So we'll take it up at the 12-meter arc.
One of the few times Ohio Northern's had the ball in the second half on offense.
Yeah, it's been few and far in between this second half. As they set that ball back up and try to get something going here. Possibly get another score on goal. That defense just collapsing in around them. Just not anything there for Ohio Northern. Capital's got a real nice flow to their defense. Able to just shift, pick up that offensive player and shut those lanes down. As you see right there, just closing off the gap there in the middle and not able to take a shot on goal. And Ohio Northern just has to bounce that ball back out.
Number 10 for Ohio Northern is Morgan Weithman out of New Washington, Ohio, Buckeye Central. She's a senior.
We have a loose ball, and looks like it will be picked up here by Capital as they bring the ball back down, and we'll get yet another clear.
21st turnover for Ohio Northern.
That'll be Capital's 9 clear tonight, just out of 12 attempts. The ball just not down on their defensive side of the field. So those stats are a little low for them, but can't do much when the ball's not down there. Capital working the ball around the top now. Again, just running some clock. Being a little patient. Ohio Northern not putting a whole lot of pressure on Capital here. Just playing a few yards off, giving them a little space, and Capital's just able to move that ball around the outside. As we see Mary Manos look, she took a look for a shot and nothing there, had to bounce it back out. Manos with the shot, just high, misses. But looks like Capital retained possession and give it another go around.
And Manis made a nice move inside, took the shot on goal, but just a little bit high.
Yeah, should have probably brought that stick down a little bit and gone for a lower shot, but had to watch for follow through because in women's lacrosse you get a penalty if you follow through with a player in front of you. As we see a goal here, and
looks like number 3, Taylor Collette, a sophomore out of Olentangy Orange, And, it's kind of amazing when you look at the Capital roster, the number of lacrosse players from the Columbus area.
It is, but Columbus is a big area for lacrosse. Their high school program have been going on probably for 25 to 30 years. They've had lacrosse there in the high school, so they've able to build on it and pull for some players out of that part of the state and get some talent.
And the goal.
As you see there, after every goal, the ref will pick the ball back up, put it in the stick. She's doing a stick check to make sure that it's not an illegal pocket, make sure the depth of the pocket, there's a certain depth that the pocket's allowed to be at. And they check after every goal for the person who scores the goal. And you'll see them pick that ball up, put it in the stick, and just make sure that depth of the pocket isn't too deep, that the ball is able to come out of it the way it's supposed to.
What would they do if they found something illegal? Would they just switch
It'd be a penalty.
Penalty?
Yep, penalty. It'd be considered an illegal stick.
Now, in the women's side of the game, there's no long stick, I noticed.
No.
As like with the men's.
They only run short stick. And pocket depth is a lot shallower, too, in women's. If you've watched the men's games that we do here, you'll notice they're able to control the ball a little bit more, but their pocket depth is a little bit deeper than what the women's. Women's pocket over the years has gone a little deeper. And in the beginning, it was pretty shallow for what they had. But changing stick style, they're able to go with a little bit deeper pocket and able to hold on that ball. But you'll notice the women tend to drop the ball just a little bit more, but they don't have that deep pocket as in the men's to hold on to that ball and control it. In the beginning, it was described to me that back maybe 15, 20 years ago, it was like playing with the tennis racket. And so they've been able to change the depth a little bit and give them a little more control on the ball.
And I would think that passing, that a lacrosse team, women's or men's, the passing, which is so important, it would be almost like tossing a ball back and like a baseball back and forth with the glove, except
Yep.
obviously you're using the lacrosse stick.
And that's how you get better. You just go out there and you play catch. Find someone to play catch. If you don't have someone, you find a brick wall. Bounce the ball off the brick wall and play catch that way. And it's just repetition and practice, and that's what makes you better at it.
And I would think that if you're short on players and if you need an extra player, that you're going to go look for somebody that may have played soccer because of all the running, and then try to train them.
Train them, yeah. Get someone with some stamina for the running. Someone that has some wheels on them that can able to keep up with the game, and then you go from there.
Yeah. And I know it's kind of ironic because Ohio Northern has two of their basketball players, and I'm not sure about the soccer players if there's any on there, but I would presume that there might be
sure
somebody on there that's from the soccer team. But the two basketball players are going to be in tremendous shape for
They
basketball
will. They'll be able to run up and down that court next fall or next winter and be able to run circles around their opponents.
And then,
shot on goal by Capital here, and they are able to convert to their 16th goal of the night. Let's see who we have here. Shot.
I don't know if that was
Looks
Hines
like
again.
number 3.
Take a look on the replay, and we'll be able to tell you. This is brought to you by Sydney Body Car Star, number 3, with the shot, and that's Taylor Collette, a sophomore, again out of Olentangy Orange. There you see number 3, Taylor Collette, and the stick is checked, and she has the goal. I think it's her second of the night.
I believe so. I believe you're correct.
Yep. And the assist will go to Amber Meredith. And once again, we're with another draw control here to start off. And this is an interesting, the whole process of the draw, which is so much different than the face-off in the men's game.
It is. It more as in basketball as in a tip-off where the ball is actually thrown up more into an arc, and it isn't fought for there in the middle. as we see Capital set back up into their offense and bring it back around the backside. And that was Colette's second goal back-to-back. Both the last 2 goals she scored.
Yeah, and in lacrosse here, when you set your offense up from behind the goal, it's almost like a hockey type of game.
Yep, and you're bringing it up. You're setting the ball back up behind the goal. You're allowing your offense out front of the goal to set up and allow to get those cutters across the middle, and hopefully you're able to feed to them. And because you'll have your goalie with the back to the players in front of the goal, because they're goalies to watch the ball at all times, and you hope for that quick feed across the middle and shot and catch that goalie off guard.
And then, of course, like what we saw Capital do in the first half of play, or in the second half, the start of the second half, in their first 3 or 4 possessions, they were like in attack mode. They simply wasn't behind the goal, but it was straight at them.
Everything was straight at them. They were just bringing everything and just bombarding that goal, and it worked well for them as they got a quick, I believe it was 4 goals within 4 minutes.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes. They have 4 goals, and this game, which at halftime I believe was 5-1, and pretty competitive game. Yeah, it really opened it up with those 4 goals, and ever since then, Capital's just been on the offensive charge. And one thing with we talked about it before tonight's game is the depth, how critical that is. And when you're a young program like Ohio Northern, you don't quite have that depth as a program like Capital does.
You don't have that depth, so the second half becomes a little harder for you, especially in a team that they're facing here, Capital, that has that depth, that they're able to bring fresh legs in off the bench and able to keep that pace up. It becomes harder and harder for you as we close in here on the last 15 seconds of the game.
And we got a whistle and a little contact there. Number 4, Reagan Hanoid.
And this will pretty much end the game here for us.
It's going to wrap it up, and our final score is Capital's going to post an impressive victory with a strong second half against Ohio Northern. Capital 16, Ohio Northern 1. We'll be back with our recap right after this.
Our communities are filled with history, culture, and ambition. People who put others first. We are a bank that is defined by what we do, not just who we are. We build relationships. We grow businesses. We support communities. We advise the people that matter most to us, our customers. Stop in at any of our 5 locations, sign up for internet banking, or download our mobile app to better serve you. We can assist you with your next loan, personal accounts, investments, or business needs. Think first. First National Bank. Member FDIC.
Hello? I've been in an accident. My van's not drivable, and I have my kids, and they need to get to school,
Ma'am.
but I can't.
Ma'am, relax. We'll take care of it.
Thank you.
At Sydney Body Car Star, we don't just take care of your vehicle, we take care of you. With Enterprise Rent-A-Car on site, we get you back to your daily routine with minimal interruptions, returning your car and your family back to normal. Sydney Body Car Star. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Take a drive to the premier Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership at Bud's in Salina. Enjoy our huge inventory, including the Ram 1500, Jeep, and Chrysler Town & Country. Top-rated Ram dealer in the surrounding area. Convenient 6-day service center with Saturday hours, Monday through Thursday until 8 p.m. Bud's has an extensive business link vehicle offering with the Ram ProMaster 4500, 5500 truck series. Stop by Bud's today at Route 127 in Salina.
Here at Ohio Northern University in women's lacrosse action, the Polar Bears lose their second OAC contest to the Capital Crusaders 16-1. And the statistics, particularly in the second half, Tom, tell the story of the tape, so to speak, and the Crusaders very much dominating, particularly in that second half of play.
It was all Capital the whole second half. We see here shots on goal, Capital 43 versus ONU's 8 for the game. ONU just not able to get anything down on their end of the field to get any shots off. Saves for Capital 5 versus ONU's 15, but again, just not able to save the ball if the ball's not down there on your side of the field. Draws clearly goes to Capital with the 17-2 difference. Turnovers, 20 for Capital, 25 for ONU. And here's another stat that just clearly stands out. Capital with the 10 out of 13 clears, and ONU just able to convert on 9 out of 26. And just the ball just stayed down at ONU's goal pretty much the whole second half, and just not able to get it out of there even when they were able to get a stop. Just kept giving it ball going right back to Capital.
Second half, Capital very aggressive in the first 3.5 minutes, score 3 times and really break open the game wide open. It was 5-1 at the half, and that puts Capital 7-3 overall in the season, 2-0 in OAC. Ohio Northern women fall to 5-6 overall and 0-2 in OAC play. We'd like to thank our sponsors here on NK Telco Sports for bringing you tonight's women's lacrosse match between Ohio Northern and Capital. Radio Hospital, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwederman Pharmacy, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NK Telco Sports, NK Telco, Arrowhead Golf Course, and Kewpie Hamburgers bringing you tonight's game. We also like to thank the people that made the game possible behind the scenes. On camera, we had Kurt Kuffner and Phil Wiedenheft, and in the production truck is director and producer Matt Everidge and Isaac Sell. We'd like to remind you that NK Telco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of women's college lacrosse. Today's game can be seen on NK Telco Cable Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503 Thursday, April the 14th at 6 p.m., Saturday, April the 16th at noon. And you can also watch the games on demand at nktelco.net. I'm Dave Helmstetter, alongside me, Tom Mealy, and our final score from Ohio Northern University. The Capital Crusaders dominate the final. Capital 16, Ohio Northern 1.